Hey guys, it's Bob. Welcome back once again to Modern Life for the 70s Mind. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I really do. Enjoy every day. That's why we're here. Before we get into the video, I do want to just say something really quick. There's going to be a little bit change in my membership channels. I will no longer be maintaining my YouTube membership channel for reasons that's just unnecessary to go into here, but I will continue with my Patreon page, which for me is just a better fit. And the content I can release there just seems to be a little easier to work with than with YouTube. So no disrespect to YouTube. It's just that I think Patreon's a better fit for me. So if you're interested in supporting me that way, that's the place you want to do it. Finally, I was glad to hear that it isn't just me, but there are some issues with reactors and the YouTube algorithms and stuff. And I'm not going to get into all that. I think there's several videos out there that you can watch. Because of that, I'm going to be slowing down a little bit, not a lot, but I am going to be slowing down just a little bit on the content that I put out. Some of that is because I'm hitting my busy season with work and I just don't have the time to do as many videos, but I'm just going to kind of slow it down just a little and see what happens that way. And I started releasing some shorts. Those are going to be no more. And for, again, reasons there's no need to go into. But let's just see how this goes, and we'll have fun doing it. I am going to still do as many as requests as I can, and let's just see how it goes, okay? So, I don't react to a lot of singing competition videos, mostly because they have a higher tendency to get blocked or at the very least unmonetized on YouTube. This one, though, was brought to my attention probably quite a while ago. And I have to take a shot at it now because I'm getting more and more requests for it, which is surprising me because it's not that new of a video. The video is by a singer, Kaylee Bell, and she's a singer from New Zealand. And the name of the song is Keith. And yes, the song is about Keith Urban, so I'm guessing strongly she's a country singer. And Keith just happens to be a judge on this Voice of Australia show that we're going to be looking at a cut. So that should be interesting that she's going to be singing a song about Keith, who's a judge. From what I've read, this song incorporates a number of Keith Urban song titles, which is quite unique, I guess. And with all that said, I think this is going to be an interesting listen. So let me do this. Let me get my headphones on, and then we'll listen to this. I'll be right back. Okay, we finally got to the point where we can listen to the video. Thanks for listening to my rambling. Let's just jump into this. Here is Kaylee Bell singing Keith. Now, real quick, I do have to say one thing. This is one of those singing competition videos, so the song is going to be very short. They always are. So I'm just going to play the song through, and then we'll talk, okay? Here we go.
I remember we were somewhere in your car.
I like that.
I fell fast when you stole my heart. The long hot summer that I can't forget. I was hanging off every single word you said. Hey, summer on the speakers out on the road. Little
Nice
K
voice.
on the radio. Hands out the window, sun sinking low. Singing, raise 'em up, baby, whoa. I know those days go by. It was a wasted time. And a little bit of everything. Making memories of you and me. Yeah, back when we were us. Once in a lifetime love. Can't help but think of you. Hope you think of me when you play that key.
This is really good.
Somewhere on the speakers out on the road. Little KU on the radio. Hands up the window, song sinking low. Singing, raise 'em up, baby, whoa. I know those days go by. It was a wasted time. And a little bit of everything. And you said that I look good in your shirt. Yeah, back when we were us. Once in a lifetime love. Can't help but think of you. Hope you think of me when you play that key. Somebody like you. Yeah, somebody like me. Yeah, it sure feels good, baby. Yeah, play that key.
Wow. Real quick. Wow, there's a lot to go. Do you guys mind if I play the reaction? I'm sure Keith Urban's going to be all over this girl to get her on his team. But let's just see what happens here.
That's crazy.
What is your name?
Wow, that
My name
was
is
really
Kaylee
good.
Bell, and I'm 32, and I'm originally from New Zealand.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard? Did you just say Keith's name in a song?
Is this song about Keith?
It sure is. I wrote it over in Nashville a couple of years ago with two buddies of mine. Yeah.
I already know it. That is a
We've
smack.
really
That's
got no
crazy.
chance then. So you hang on.
No
so
kidding.
you wrote a song about Keith, and we turned our chairs
No, we
with
have
hopes
a
of
chance.
pitching to you.
I'm just going to go for it because I also don't feel like I have a shot. And I just want to say, you are made to be on stage.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you.
Like, to do an original in front of the person, by the way, that you wrote the song about, you took a huge risk and it worked. That was like a perfect package of artist.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you.
What are some of the words? Because I heard with KU on the radio, and obviously I heard the name Keith quite a
yeah.
lot.
I actually had this crazy idea of like writing a song and cramming as many Keith song titles into the song to tell the story. So I think there's like 13 titles, but then you keep releasing songs with like really similar names, like We Were, We Were Us.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it just keeps growing.
You'll have 12 verses
I
in that
will, I
song
will.
before you know it. Yeah.
I just wanted to write a song that felt like Keith, like, because Keith has such a feel about his music that,
Yeah.
you know, I really love. And so that was kind of like the aim of the game, was just to write a song that felt like Keith's music. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Now, I may or I may not have a chance, but I am going to still pitch regardless. So see, I love my country music. I feel like country music gave me my first platform at the age of 14. So, I dedicate everything that I do in music back to country music. I love everything about you, Sissy. I love your style. I love your spirit. The fact that you even, songwrite is something that, I'm always inspired by. I feel like I could learn a lot from you, sis, just by sitting with you and yarning with you and just hanging and listening to music that you want to sing. I feel like Team Jess would be perfect for you. Honestly, like, I'm going to fight for you because,
Thank you.
There's absolutely no one like you on my team, for real.
Thank you. Beautiful words. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kaylee, I knew about that song because somebody had sent and told me about it and sent me a video of you.
Oh,
kidding.
come on. Who did that?
Are you kidding me?
Was that her?
Are you
You know what? Respect. Respect, sis. Respect.
She literally just sang a song with my name in it.
My friend.
And I'm blocked.
I don't like that at all.
Yes, she sung a song about you, but I said I was going to fight for her.
Apparently.
Wow.
And I meant that. I could give you country. I could even hear you singing
Kaylee
like
even looks
Maggie
disappointed.
Rogers. You know what I mean?
yeah, I love Maggie Rogers.
Yes, see, I love Maggie Rogers too. So like we could explore that. We could
Me
go
too.
into those places. But regardless of that as well, I think like you just totally stand out. And I love that about you.
Well, Judas.
Yeah.
Can I re-pitch?
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, me
I'm all
too, me
ears.
too.
Absolutely not.
Wait, so Keith, hold on. You already knew about this song?
A friend of mine told me about it. I couldn't believe how just incredibly catchy it was and how much it sounded like the radio.
Sorry,
like,
this is
right out of
taking
the
so
gate.
long.
And I've never had any song written about me before, but the fact that you also wrote it about the songs and the titles and the feeling in those is just, that's so touching,
Yeah.
Kaylee. It
Yes.
really is. I can't
Yes.
thank you enough for that.
Big fan always.
I will say this, even though, Jess, that was brutal.
Yes.
But I also know why Jess did it, because she doesn't have somebody like you on her
Yes.
team. And
don't.
I would have had you on my team in a nanosecond. So
Yeah.
I totally understand why she just fought for you.
No, I love you. I absolutely love you.
Imagine if she just goes, I'm going to go with Rita.
I do love you, Rita.
I'm
So who's it
shocked
gonna be?
on this. Don't go with Jess.
I hate this bit.
You know,
Don't do it.
this is crazy. I do want to say that, like, I literally am a big fan of, like, all of you, and I would love to get to know and learn from all of you. And I really am stoked to be here. Like, this is just amazing.
Don't go with Jess.
I think I've made up my mind. I think I'd like to go with
No.
Jess.
God. What the heck? I can't watch this. I'm shutting this down. I feel horrible for Kaylee. With Jess jumping in there and blocking Keith is just wrong. Here's the issue I have when they throw this like block thing into these shows. This is supposed to be a show about finding the best talent and for the best talent to win. By doing this garbage, I really think this was garbage. They make it more about the judges and more about the judges winning and not finding the best talent. And that, to me, is just annoying. I am not happy after watching this. I'm slightly familiar with Jessica, and it's just slightly. And with what I know, she is not a country singer. And her attempt to speak with kind of that, when she was first starting to talk, it was kind of like a light southern draw to it. And that was just sad to watch. I'm not happy. It's just not a good match in my eyes. And I can't believe that Keith wasn't just a little annoyed with what Jessica pulled off on that block move. Ugh. With that said, I do want to start talking positive. What an amazing song. Keith said it sounded like a radio song right from the start. And he was absolutely right. It's catchy. It's sticky. It's fun, and it also has just enough of a country feel to it to where, for me, it doesn't sound like a pop song. So many songs that are coming out in country these days kind of feel like it's a pop song, and I don't like that, and that's one of the reasons I've kind of pulled away a little bit from country music, but this still had that country feel, which I really like. I don't know. I'm annoyed with this. Kaylee, though, looks just like a natural up on stage. She's very comfortable. She seemed extremely relaxed. And through all her smiling that she was doing, she still managed to pull off some just amazing vocals. Listening to this now, I'm really curious to know what the studio version of this song sounds like, because she said she had recorded it a couple years earlier. So I'm kind of curious what that sounds like. So if you guys give me a chance here, I'm going to pause. And I'm going to try to find the studio version of this. And I'd like to listen to it real quick, if that's okay. So hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So I found the studio version. Now, first off, I was a little concerned because when she said she wrote it a couple years ago, I wasn't sure if she just wrote it and didn't record it. I assumed she did. And she did. So fortunately, I got lucky on that one. So there were two versions. There was an original studio version. Then there was the original studio version, but with some live clips from a concert she had put on. And to me, that's just a little more exciting than seeing some video. So we're going to go with that one. So this is the studio version of the song, just dubbed over some live clips of her playing. So we're going to go ahead and play this straight through. And then we'll talk a little bit more. Here we go.
I remember we were somewhere in your car. Yeah, I felt fast when you stole my heart. That long hot summer that I can't forget. I was hanging off every single word you said. Had summer on the speakers out on the road. A little KU on the radio. Hands out the window, sun sinking low. Singing, raise 'em up, baby, whoa.
song. I like it a lot.
Every kiss the perfect melody. We went 0 to crazy, baby, on repeat. Stuck in my head just like my favorite song. Yeah, I never knew something so good could last so long. I know those days go by, it wasn't wasted time. Had a little bit of everything, making memories of you and me. Yeah, back when we were us, once in a lifetime love. Can't help but think of you, hope you think of me when you play that key. Turn it up now. Turn it up loud. Hope you think of me like I think of you when you play that key. Had summer on the speakers out on the road, a little KU on the radio. Hands out the window, sun sinking low, singing raise 'em up, baby, whoa. I know those days go by, it wasn't wasted time. Had a little bit of everything, and you said that I look good in your shirt. Yeah, back when we were us, once in a lifetime love. Can't help but think of you, hope you think of me when you play that key. Turn it up now. Turn it up loud. Hope you think of me like I think of you when you play that key. Somebody like you, love somebody like me. Yeah, it sure feels good, baby, to play that key.
Wow. That is really, I don't know about you guys. Is it just me or is that just a really fun song to hear? Wow. I am just really, really impressed with this song. It's one of those songs that the second you hear it, you love it. And I've only heard it basically 1.5 times now. And I already kind of feel like I know the song. It seemed very familiar so quickly. There's two type of songs that you listen to when you first hear them. There's the ones that just immediately grow on you or immediately impact you. And then there's ones that take time to grow and and mature a little bit in your mind as far as the song. This was definitely that first one. The melody, the lyrics, and even the vocals all allow me to make this immediate emotional connection to the song. I want to hear more from her now. Are you guys aware? Is she in the United States? Has her songs been released in the United States? Or is it just Australia? I haven't heard of her ever, although I think she definitely deserves to be heard. If not this song, since it's from what I've read, now 4 years old, but definitely her. The fact that I don't really listen to a lot of country music anymore these days, only because to me, it's just, like I said earlier, it's just become too pop for me. It's not country. I grew up with the old country that my dad used to listen to, the country and western. And, George Jones and Waylon Jennings and all those guys. Those are to me, is really country music. But the fact that I like this as much as I do tells you the power of this artist and this song in particular. For me to make this strong connection to a country song really shows all of us not only the power of this song itself, but how music can have a universal appeal to it, if you will. And that's really what I've been pushing for on my channel, to try to find music I normally wouldn't bother even listening to, and then find some connection with it. And that's what I love about music. So, all right, listen, my throat's ready to go. Let me do this before I totally crack up in my throat. Let me get my headphones off. Let me get this everything set up here, and I'll be back for final thoughts, okay? I'll be right back. And now, the moment each and every one of you have been waiting for, my ultimate, mind-blowing, super-duper final thoughts. How's that? You know what? I listen to new artists all the time. If you follow my channel, you know that. Normally, once I listen to somebody, I don't listen to them again until I react to another song. I like this enough, and I don't do that many reactions to country music, that I may have to just, when we get off here, I may have to just listen to another song or two of hers, just because I just really liked everything about her. I don't know. That happens once in a while. Wasn't this a fun song though? I'm gonna have to research how she did on the show. If you guys know, let me know. Although with Jessica, confidence is low. It just, to me, it just wasn't a good fit. And like I said before, to me, after seeing this, to me, it just looked like it was about the judges and not about the artist and trying to find the best artists out there. Anyways, I'm glad I took the time to hear the studio version of the song as well. It kind of gives us a good idea as how she wanted the song to, how exactly she wanted it to sound, because obviously she had control over the final release. But with that said, I really enjoyed the energy of the show version more. To me, it was fun to watch, and it sounded more raw, and I like that a lot. You could see the excitement of her in her eyes. You could hear it in her voice. It's just too bad they had to cut the song short for the show, which is to be expected. They're always short, but it's just too bad because I like that version of it, and it would have been fun to see that whole song live like that. Overall, a wonderful artist, a beautiful voice, I think, for country music, and obviously a talented writer. Even though she wasn't the sole writer, she was involved in it. So I'm definitely going to be searching more of her music because it was just that good. So, okay, guys, listen, if you like my channel, please like and give me a thumbs up. And if you would click that notification bell, that way you'll be notified anytime I release some new content. And if you would consider subscribing to me on Patreon, that link is below. Okay, guys, listen, only life is priceless. Please make each and every day count. Peace out. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.